You think no contact is about making her miss you? Number, it's not about her. It's about you. Becoming the man she never believed you could be. And by the time she finally sees it, you're already out of her league. No contact is not a game. Most men treat no contact like a trick. They think if they just ignore her long enough, she'll come running back. They sit in silence, watching, waiting, hoping. But that's not power. That's desperation dressed in patience. Real no contact isn't about her, it's about you. It's a decision, a line in the sand. Not because you want to win her back, but because you finally realize you've been giving away your worth for scraps of attention. No contact is not a tactic. It's not silence for strategy. It's silence for healing, for growth, for evolution. When you cut contact, you're not creating absence so she misses you. You're creating space so you can find yourself. You're not the same man chasing texts, reading signs, dissecting emojis. You're becoming someone who doesn't beg to be chosen. Because once you stop chasing, you start attracting. Not by force, but by gravity. By becoming a man so grounded, so self-respecting, that her validation becomes irrelevant. It's not about punishing her. It's about protecting your peace. It's about finally walking away from the battlefield. Not because you lost, but because the war was beneath you. This is the shift from scarcity to strength, from reaction to direction, from needing her to needing nothing but your own evolution. No contact is not a game. It's a funeral for the boy who needed her to feel whole, and a rebirth of the man who knows he already is. Breakups are blessings in disguise. Pain is the price of growth, and sometimes that pain comes wrapped in the heartbreak of a breakup. But what if the very thing you're cursing today is the beginning of your transformation? Breakups don't break you. They reveal you. They shine a harsh light on the weak spots you've been ignoring. Maybe you were too needy, placing your self-worth in someone else's hands. Maybe you were too available, always giving and rarely receiving. Maybe you were reactive, letting your emotions run the show. Now you see it. That's your gift. Awareness is painful, but it's also powerful, because now you have a blueprint. A map of the very traits that held you back, and a reason to fix them. The man who emerges from the fire isn't the same one who walked into it. Look around. Some of the most successful, driven men on the planet were forged through heartbreak. The pain forced them inward. The silence made them focus. And the void? It made them build. A breakup isn't a loss, it's an opportunity, an invitation to rise, to level up, to reclaim your power and redirect your energy. This is the start of your real life. Not one dependent on validation, but built on strength, self-worth, and clarity. Let her leaving be your awakening. Let the heartbreak be your rebirth. Because the man you become after the pain, that's the man who never begs, never chases, only attracts. 3. Use pain as fuel. Pain is not your enemy. It's raw, unfiltered energy, and most men waste it chasing closure, scrolling endlessly, or drowning in self-pity. But the truth? Pain is a gift, if you know how to use it. Every time you feel the urge to reach out, don't. Instead, hit the gym, add weight, add reps. Let the silence between you two echo in the clank of iron. Every time you check her social media, don't. Pick up a book, learn something. Build a sharper mind, because no one can take that away from you. Every time you replay the past, stop. Put that energy into your business, your body, your future. The past is done. But what you do now, that's power. Most men let heartbreak soften them, make them desperate, emotional. But you get harder, sharper, more dangerous. Because pain either breaks you or builds you. And you choose what side of that line you stand on. Let the pain sharpen your focus. Let it fuel late nights, early mornings, and silent progress. Let it remind you of what you won't settle for ever again. You don't need revenge. You don't need validation. You need discipline. Because the best comeback is not words. It's transformation. So next time the ache hits, don't numb it. Channel it. Turn heartbreak into hunger. Turn pain into progress. Use it, or it uses you. The power of silence. 200 words. Silence is a tool few understand, but it holds an unmatched power. It speaks louder than words, calls, or texts ever could. When you choose to remain silent, you're not just avoiding communication. You're building an aura of mystery. In the absence of your words, she begins to feel something missing. It's not your desperation she senses, but your presence fading. And with that, a shift in the dynamics. Silence creates an emptiness that draws attention, heightening curiosity and emotional engagement. It's not about playing games. It's about shifting the focus from the noise to something deeper. But here's the most important part. This silence isn't about her. It's about you. It's a chance to realign your priorities, to take control of your own life. It's a time to grow, reflect, and strengthen your boundaries. When silence is wielded correctly, it turns you into an unpredictable force. Unpredictability is power, because when people don't know what to expect, they're forced to respect your space, your energy, and your worth. So use silence not as a weapon against others, but as a shield for your own peace and growth. Leveling up. The man. She can't ignore. What if she comes back and you're still the same guy? The same habits, the same mindset, the same routine. Nothing has changed, and that's why so many reconciliations fail. But picture this. She returns, and instead of seeing the same version of you, she sees someone who's evolved. A stronger, leaner, more confident you. A version of yourself that exudes power, discipline, and purpose. This transformation creates an undeniable magnetic pull. She's no longer looking at someone who depends on her validation. She's seeing a man who has his own purpose, his own life, and his own strength. How do you make this transformation happen? It starts with a few key steps. Go to the gym. Your physical health reflects your mental and emotional strength. Get fit, feel good, and watch how your confidence skyrockets. Stack your income. Financial independence and growth aren't just about money. They reflect your ability to work hard, plan, and build something solid. You're not chasing her, you're building your empire. Learn emotional control. Master your emotions. When you're in control of how you respond to challenges, your inner strength becomes evident. This not only builds respect, but also shows that you're not easily swayed. Develop purpose. Have a vision for your life. Purpose creates direction, and when you have direction, everything else falls into place. It gives you the clarity to know when to stand firm and when to walk away. Remember, you're not leveling up for her. You're leveling up for yourself. When you do, she becomes optional. The magnetic pull comes from the man you've become, not the man you were trying to. Masculinity and detachment. True masculinity is not about emotional chaos. It's about calm detachment. It's the ability to maintain control over your emotions and not let them dictate your actions. A man who has mastered detachment doesn't chase after validation or react impulsively. Instead, he attracts respect and admiration naturally and responds thoughtfully to situations without being swept away by them. Detachment doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings. It means not allowing your emotions to control you. A detached man understands his emotions, processes them, and then chooses how to act. He stands strong, even in the face of adversity, without allowing external circumstances to unsettle his inner peace. Women are drawn to men who remain composed, even during chaos. When life throws storms at you, this detachment becomes a powerful magnet, attracting the right people into your life. The key is to rise above the storm instead of being consumed by it. The most powerful men are not the ones who react to every challenge. They're the ones who rise above, stay calm, and remain true to themselves, regardless of the turbulence around them. You might think you want her back, but the truth is the man you're becoming might not want her at all. You've changed, and with that change comes a shift in what you value, what you need, and most importantly, what you deserve. She might notice it. She might reach out, drawn by curiosity, or even a hint of regret. It's easy for her to remember the old you, the one she once controlled, the one who was always there. But here's the thing. You're not that man anymore. The power is now in your hands. You've evolved, and with that evolution comes a newfound sense of strength, independence, and confidence. You're not the man she rejected. You're the man who no longer seeks validation from anyone, least of all her. When she comes back, it won't be the same dynamic. The attraction she once had might still be there, but it will no longer be enough. You've outgrown that relationship, and you might realize that the person she wants now isn't the person you were. The question isn't if she'll notice. You already know she will. The real question is, will you still want her?